With what's going on politically in the country, I'm wondering what is the difference between magical thinking and psychological, I don't know, creativity, or, in other words, a person who's straight out lies about facts. Is that magical thinking in the way that he's, or she, if it were she, is trying to use magical thinking to affect everybody in the country? Is that magical thinking on his part? Is that how we should look at it?
You should look at it as though you are observing another being creating their own reality and doing it from the unique perspective that they have come into their life here in their physical form. The same is true for the individual you are referring to, and it is true for your neighbor, and it is true for the gas attendant. It is true for every human that you find yourself in observation of. And so the answer then will be the same for each of them. However, to your first question on the magical approach, the magical approach is an understanding that you are more than just the framework of your rational mind, your human brain, understanding that your mind, that is, your brain, was designed to catalog the experiences of your life so that when it came time for you to make choices, you would have information with which you would use towards this end. It was never going to be the place where your creativity was going to originate from. That is what you can, in your terms, call your intuitive mind. So the aspects of your total existence then is your physicality, is the blend of your rational mind with your intuitive mind, is representative of the other aspects of your existence that you utilize more often than not, but are normally not consciously aware of. You call it intuition, but it means that each one of you is psychic at a very natural level. You are clairvoyant, clairsentient. You have the ability to reach within yourself to access the information that is always at your disposal. You are typically, you as a race, as a species, have become overly reliant, overly dependent on framing your thoughts and beliefs around the information that your human mind is collecting through your five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. And there are other aspects of you outside of this physicality that you can leverage to more effectively create your reality and experience your heart's desires in physical form. You came to play. You came to leverage the magical parts of you that others call your intuitive aspects, your psychic aspects, the aspects of you that have the ability to connect with all that is, with infinite intelligence, and with anything else in the non-physical. Some call it your gut instincts. Some call it your intuition. But the truth is, you are more than just your physicality. And so, understanding the magical approach then is a conscious decision to not only utilize the habits that have been formed through your rational approach to living. When I say the rational approach, I mean weighing the pros and the cons. I mean basing your decisions on what you will allow yourself to experience on past events. The adventure is moving into the future, into the now, into the unknown, always knowing that you are limitless, that you are eternal. There is no death in the terms that you use the word here. And so the understanding then that you are always safe, you cannot get it wrong, and it is perfectly acceptable to always be moving to the more-ness of life through what you call your intuitive approach, relying on the clarity that you develop when you hold yourself in an energy frequency that allows the clarity to be communicated to and fro between you and non-physical, you see, your inner voice, your higher self, all that is, guides, teachers, angels, all of that, to leverage your natural ability to plug into that energy and use that information to navigate the course of your daily life, to use that energy and that information to form the deliberate, focused thoughts that you call the voice in your head, to understand that you came to play, to have fun, to enjoy your creations, to experience rapture and love and the physical manifestations of your desires, whatever they may be, to walk through life free of the shackles of the conditionalism that you all have been taught, as you all intended to learn in the process of forgetting, so that you could drop the chains that you have assimilated in your mind and walk in this physical earth with the freedom of understanding your power here and your purpose. So that would be the long way around, and also the short way around, the magical approach to living. Now, with what you are observing, we must ask the question, when you are trying to understand the rationale behind another being's words, let us look at why you want to do so mechanically, so that the natural answer can then unfold.
I don't know. I guess I've been taught to, or I've taught myself to always try and figure out why other people are doing things. And I know it's not useful. I know it today, but I haven't known it most of my life.
And so it is habit.
Habit, yes.
Do you believe that the person that you're observing and trying to understand has power over you, over your life, over
Like
your reality?
but yes, I think I do. Yes, I do believe that.
Then this would be a good reason why you pay attention to what others are saying and doing then, yes?
Right.
You understand that the moments that you spend doing that, you are not spending those moments creating deliberately for yourself.
You are absolutely right. Yep, I'm not.
I am not determining that there is a judgment or any wrongness in this, simply a clarification.
Right.
The voice in your head, then, is the voice that is wanting to talk about what someone else is thinking, what someone else is doing.
Right.
And so then there is the acceptance that you are unlimited, but also the concern that there may be those who have more power than you. Correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the solution to that? We are practicing having you turn within for the answer.
Yes.
And then we can walk through it together.
I guess to change course, pivot and recognize that I am in charge of me 100%.
And you would like to have leaders that are compassionate, yes?
Yes.
And kind and intelligent. Funny would be good as well. This would be an enjoyable way to appreciate a leader, yes?
Yes, integrity.
Integrity is desirable, but has a slight judgmental feel.
I know
because the word integrity is subjective, and
Right.
and can be interpreted in many different ways. Let us go to the aspects that most people can appreciate, yes?
Okay.
Lighthearted, encouraging, intelligent, supportive, compassionate, kind, strong in difficult situations, yes?
Yes.
Thinking of others before self, although this is a somewhat interesting, desirable character aspect because truly, in order to give, one must consider self first. You understand?
Yes. But should that be at the top of the list for someone who's in charge of many people?
Yes.
Okay.
To love oneself, to appreciate oneself, to forgive oneself, to want to achieve the desires that your self is calling for. Yes, those things should be honored first. So then that stable platform can then be shared with others.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And so while you're observing an individual speaking and communicating, and if you find yourself in disagreement, which cannot feel good, what you can do is, as you used in your terms, pivot your thoughts to creating the focus of the leader that you would like to be observing, you see, and use your present moment of power to remind yourself of those qualities that most people could agree upon. Yes?
Yes.
In that way, you contribute to the collective. You contribute your energy, you contribute the present moment of your power towards creating that reality, and also connecting with those who would like to experience the observation of the same kind of leader that you are looking for. Yes?
Right.
Or you can continue to observe with thoughts that are judgmental in what you are observing, and you are contributing to that as well. But either way, you are contributing. You understand? The question is, what do you choose to contribute to? Wherever you focus your attention is what you create, what you assist in creating. So if you would like to be a part of a paradigm that creates the leader that we just discussed, that feels good to you and feels good to others, then it would behoove you to spend more time focusing the voice in your head towards those thoughts. Yes?
Yes.
As opposed to the things you do not appreciate that you are observing. For what you focus on expands. Yes?
I know. It's true.
And so, in this way, you are using the magical approach by understanding the leverage of your own energy, the power of your own thoughts, and using that to create a reality that is more in line with the emotions and the experiences that you would like to participate in. Yes?
Yes.
Understanding then that you do not have to know in advance how what you're creating is going to materialize before you, but trusting that it will, even though everything in physical reality may say something to the contrary. The magical approach. You understand?
Yes.
There was a story of a woman who didn't have enough money to go to an event, and she wanted to go to this event anyway. And so she got in her car and went to the event and waited for somehow, magically, for the ability to enter the event. She did not know how it would come, but she trusted that it would and put her actions and her focus behind it. Instead of letting the voice in her head make her feel terrible that she didn't have the money, you see how she used the magical approach to create another outcome. As it happens, someone did assist her with gaining entry to the event. You understand?
That's
That's
wonderful.
the magical approach. The same can be applied to the co-creators that are around you. If you would like to see something different, then you have to be able to visualize something different. If you are continuing to observe things from the same perspective of disappointment, then you will expand disappointing experiences in your perspective. If you can aim the power of your thought in any present moment on the kind of leader that you would like to experience, guess what would happen?
Okay, I'll work on it.
It's not work. It feels good to do it. It's
Right, it
the
does.
easiest thing that you can do. It is the most in alignment and most harmonious with your natural state of grace. Your natural energy, you see, is to think of things that are delicious to you, that you would like. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Some would like a leader who is intelligent, confident, capable, but also some would like him also from time to time to be viewable by others as playing with children. Yes? So you can see all aspects of them. There are many different people, but the long and the short of that stick is this. You want someone that you feel good observing. Yes?
Yes.
Then you must construct those thoughts first and add to the collective of the others who are using their power, leveraging their abilities and their energy to create the same paradigm. This is what happens when you are deliberately creating an opportunity to shift into another reality. You understand? That reality that you desire has already been created. Your task is to find an enjoyable way to merge into that reality, which is the most natural thing for you to do, the magical approach. Yes?
Yes.
Enough?
Yes. Thank you very much.